The top point guards in the league, because this is a great era for point guards.
Oh, yeah, I like it. It's fun. I mean, it's up in the air with anybody. Everybody has their different goals. Some people have their own top five. So people different top fives and top 10 switch throughout the season. So it's fun, and I'm glad to be a part of this era where you can say who's the best and they challenge yourself to where you want to be in this category.
Do you guys see this stretch coming up right here? Is implement what you guys learned over the last week?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I think it's a great opportunity. Taking it one game at a time, but the two games we have, Chicago and Atlanta, is two teams that we played well against, and then against those teams, we did the same thing we did against OKC and San Antonio. Now closing out the game last 5 minutes and having our best defensive efforts. So it's a great opportunity, and you don't want to let these teams go up 2-0 on you in the season series and feel that they have the confidence they can beat you anytime. You want to even it up and make it more reasonable. So tonight is a big, tough challenge, and we're taking it one game at a time. It's exciting to play Chicago.
Does Nene starting change the dynamic for you and the tempo at the beginning of the game?
It don't really change. I think he's a different type of player than what you have in Chris Humphries. He's a guy you go to on the block and can be a post and brings double teams and forces easier things for you. Chris Moore's like an energy guy, a great mid-range shooter, bring energy and rebound the ball with. So you get two different type of players at the same time, and I think you definitely have the game plan differently when you have Nene in the start line than Chris Humphries.
What was your takeaway from last time you played the Bulls this season? What do you remember from that game?
I think it was great. We went down to the wire. We just didn't get the stops we wanted, but we wasn't the same good defensive team that night. And we showed those stretches on the road that we just came back from. And we get back to playing defense the way we know we can. That's something we got to be more consistent with and keep the pace into our game. I think once we know what we can do to win those type of games and what type of pace and defense we have to have, when we get it more consistent, it would be a tougher team to compete against every night.
How about on the offensive end? I know you guys struggled down the stretch in Oklahoma City and San Antonio. We try to rectify that.
It's just getting to our plays quicker. We was getting into our plays at 15, 16 seconds on the shot clock, so you probably make one option and two options, that's all you can get. Against a good defensive team, they're going to take your first two options away. So you got to have more time on the shot clock when you're not taking desperation, bad shots.
Sometimes, people like to measure things, talk about the fastest. You're obviously very fast. Do you see yourself as the fastest guard in the league? Do you think you're faster than anybody?
I just know I'm fast.
Can you guys measure that? Can you tell when you look at other players?
Some people are quick and explosive. I think Derek and Russell are just very quick and explosive guys. When they get to their 2 feet, how do they get there and jump so fast? With me, I'm just running past people.
Well, what happened in that game against the Bulls a couple of weeks ago? As I recall, in the first half, you weren't quite as aggressive. In the third quarter, you made some really spectacular speed plays. Did you just try to get a feel for that game? Did you start slower?
Getting a feel, but also, give credit to those guys. When they know they're going to get somebody to do a great job of trying to take things away. And they didn't let us get into the open court or get into the paint as much. They tried to double team and force us to let other guys make plays. And like I said, in that second half, we had an opportunity to get stops and get outlets and rebounds where we can push the pace. And I think that's when we're at our best of getting a lot of fast break points and then opening up our offense.
Where do you see Derek now? He obviously missed almost 2 years. Where have you seen him now as a player this season?
I think it's just him still trying to find a rhythm. Finding a niche to back it to feel like himself again. And he did what he wanted to do and did it the right way, in his opinion, and taking time off and just trying to make sure his body's fully healthy. And he kind of said it best. Nobody else knows his body like him. You know when your time is ready. I think he's still trying to find a rhythm. He's showing you glimpses at times when he's back into his rhythm and what the old Derrick Rose and what you've seen in the past.
You were a player who they talked to about shots. They said, well, his shooting needs to improve. Now Derek's been having difficulty with shooting. What does a player go through when that's going on?
Well, he had a lot of time to shoot in those 2 years, so he's proven that he can make those shots. It's just about getting comfortable again and having the confidence, and that's something he's never lacking. If he's missing 20 shots in a row, he's still going to be confident enough to take that game-winning shot, or the next shot he's open. So it's just all about having confidence and getting back into a rhythm.
There's so many great point guards in this era, but they're different kind. Stephen Curry, more of a shooter, and then you play Nate Westbrook's, real speed, explosive player, Derek, speed. How do you see all these different guards, and do you prepare differently for different guys?
Yeah, you definitely totally have to prepare different. With those guys that's like me, that's explosive and quick and fast, you want to make those guys be able to make jump shots first and not live into the paint. Guys like Stephen Curry and Damian Lillard, you want to make those guys not get easy looks because they shoot the ball so well, when they have unlimited range. So you have to adjust and play people with different ways.
Are you proud where you and Bradley Beal have come, being considered, really among the elite backcourts in the league?
Yeah, totally. I think we still have a lot of more room for improvement. We're trying to go in the right directions, and I'm happy in the way I'm going in the right direction of just trying to stay healthy and keep improving and playing the right way to help my team win.
Well, what's been the difference with you, leading the league in assists this year? That was running a team was a question that, against you in previous years.
I don't think it's a question for me, but a lot of people had that question. But I think just studying a lot.
Well, you heard it.
Yeah, you hear everything. I hear everything, man. I don't say much because I'm not the one that's going to question y'all. That's y'all job. That's y'all opinion. But I think just studying a lot more film, just being better with shot selection, not forcing the issue a lot in games, and just reading what the defense is giving me and giving my guys the opportunity to get into a rhythm.
After what happened in the preseason, you beat the Bulls in the playoffs. Do you consider this team one of your rivals?
I don't know. It's just two competitive teams that have a lot of edge, and when you play against a tough team like that, you got to be very physical. And whoever's the most physical team mostly win those games. So we know it's like a war when you get into these type of games with them. I mean, they're a talented team, and they're getting healthy like we are, and we just want to compete and see who can be the best team in the East.